Sometimes it's not in the long conversations, the late-night texts, or the carefully planned dates that the truth of attraction reveals itself. It's in the very first moment she sees you, the way she says hello. Psychologists say attraction is rarely hidden. It slips out in the smallest gestures, in the tones we don't control, in the body language we don't even notice ourselves giving away. A simple greeting can carry more weight than an entire conversation because it's unfiltered, raw, and instinctive. If you've ever caught yourself wondering, does she like me? Is she really interested? The answer may already be written in that very first hello. Because when a woman is truly drawn to you, she can't disguise it. Her hello becomes more than a greeting, it becomes a confession. Attraction doesn't always announce itself with bold declarations or obvious signs. More often, it hides in the subtle, subconscious signals we give away without realizing it. That's why the first greeting is so powerful, because it's unplanned, unfiltered, and almost impossible to fake. In those few seconds, her true feelings slip through before her mind has a chance to edit or mask them. The way she looks at you, the way her voice shifts, the way her body positions itself, all of these are quiet but undeniable whispers of attraction. Psychologists call this the language of the subconscious, and once you learn to recognize it, you'll never see a simple hello the same way again. Because in the very moment she greets you, the truth is already there, waiting for you to notice. The psychology of first impressions. They say you never get a second chance to make a first impression, and psychology proves it. Within just a few seconds of meeting someone, our brains are already forming judgments, deciding whether we feel safe, connected, attracted, or indifferent. What's fascinating is that this process happens even before the words themselves fully register. It's the tone of her voice, the way her eyes meet yours, the posture of her body leaning in or holding back. These cues are primal, deeply wired into our subconscious, and they often reveal more than the spoken hello ever could. Think about it. Have you ever had someone's greeting feel warm, magnetic, almost electric, as if their energy pulled you closer without them saying much at all? And on the other hand, maybe you've experienced a hello that felt cold, distant, flat, where you knew instantly that connection wasn't there. This is the hidden power of greetings. They are not just polite social habits, but the first window into her feelings, the unguarded glimpse of how she truly experiences you. And once you learn to read this moment, you unlock the truth most men never see, the spark in her eyes. The eyes are often called the windows to the soul, and when it comes to attraction, they rarely lie. Psychology shows that when we're drawn to someone, our pupils naturally dilate and our gaze lingers longer than usual. It's not just a casual glance, it's a magnetic pull that keeps her eyes locked onto yours, even if only for a second longer than necessary. The difference is subtle, but powerful. Polite eye contact is quick, controlled, almost transactional, a glance followed by a swift look away. But when she's attracted, her eyes don't just meet yours, they light up, they carry a glow, a spark of recognition, as though seeing you excites something inside her she can't quite contain. You'll notice her eyes softening, widening, almost as if her body is giving away the secret her words haven't yet spoken. And in that moment, it's as if her eyes say more than her lips ever could. That unspoken spark isn't random. It's her subconscious revealing a deeper truth. She doesn't just see you, she feels you. Her voice softens or brightens. One of the clearest signs of attraction lies in something most people overlook, the sound of her voice. Psychology tells us that people naturally shift their vocal pitch when they're speaking to someone they feel connected to or attracted to. A polite greeting might sound like a flat, neutral hi, quick and without much energy. But when she's interested, her voice changes. It softens, becomes warmer, or even brightens with excitement. You might hear her stretch out the word hee, as if the sound itself is carrying emotion. This subtle shift isn't something she plans. It's an instinctive response that reveals how she feels in your presence. Her tone betrays the truth her mind might try to keep hidden. It's her warmth, her eagerness, her joy slipping into the simplest word. When her voice lights up as she greets you, it's not just a hello, it's an invitation, a signal that being near you makes her come alive. The physical approach. Body language often speaks louder than words, and one of the most telling signs of attraction is the way she physically greets you. Psychology shows that when someone is drawn to another, they instinctively reduce the physical distance between them. She might lean in closer than necessary, step into your personal space, or greet you with a hug that lingers just a moment too long. Sometimes it's even more subtle. A playful touch on your arm as she says hello, a gentle brush against your shoulder as she passes. These are not accidents. They're subconscious expressions of comfort and desire. When she's attracted, she doesn't keep her distance, she moves toward you. And that closeness is her body's way of saying what words can't. She doesn't just say hello, she enters your space as if it already belongs to both of you, making the greeting feel less like formality and more like intimacy. The energy in her smile. A smile may seem simple, but in psychology, not all smiles are created equal. There's a big difference between a polite smile, offered out of courtesy, and a genuine Duchenne smile, the kind that engages not only the lips, but the muscles around the eyes. When a woman is attracted to you, her smile doesn't just flash briefly and disappear. It lingers, softens, and lights up her entire face. You'll notice it in the way her eyes crinkle slightly, in the warmth that radiates from her expression, as if she can't help but reveal how happy she feels in your presence. A polite smile is quick, controlled, almost mechanical, but a real smile of attraction carries energy. It's the kind of smile that doesn't just touch her lips, it lights up her entire presence when she sees you. In that moment, her joy is unspoken but undeniable. Her attention locks on you. Another powerful sign of attraction is where her attention goes the moment you enter the room. Psychology teaches us that selective attention reveals what or who truly matters to us. If she greets you and instantly stops what she's doing, shifts her focus entirely toward you, or remembers small details you shared before, it's no accident. That kind of undivided attention is rare in a world full of distractions. It shows that you are important to her in a way others aren't. It's as if the noise of everything else fades, and for a moment you become her center. This is more than politeness, it's presence. When she gives you her full attention, she's not just saying hello, she's showing, with her actions, that your presence carries weight in her world. It's like the world pauses for a second, and you become her priority. Attraction doesn't always reveal itself in grand gestures or long confessions. It shows up in the smallest of moments, in the simplest of greetings. From the spark in her eyes, to the warmth in her voice, to the way she steps closer, smiles brighter, and locks her attention on you. Each sign is a subtle but powerful clue that she feels more than she's saying. If you've noticed these signs, it's not your imagination. Psychology says they're real. She feels it, and her hello is the proof. So pay attention, not just to what she says, but to how she greets you, because sometimes that first hello speaks louder than an entire conversation. Never underestimate its power. It might just be the sound of attraction revealing itself, quietly, beautifully, and undeniably, before a single word has even been spoken.